This is the part of pizza making where I've gone wrong the most, and is where bitter experience has helped me improve the most. Most of my biggest failures were from dough that was too wet, making a sticky mess. Having a mixer or bread machine helps, but getting the right balance of water and flour is the key. When you get this right, it produces a slightly sticky dough by mixer or by hand that's easy to work with and it's a joy to eat. Get my dough hook here.
You put it in there.
Yep. Get that one going.
And time to mix.
Right. Can you point the camera down in there?
Yeah, I am.
Can you see? Maybe you want to get a little bit closer. Can you see down in there? Okay.
Yeah, just.
So the dough hook is really good, but you definitely need to poke in on the sides to get the flour that flows up on the sides. To me, it always looks like there's too much flour, too much dry ingredients, but then it all gets worked in there. The reason I usually try to make the dough a little bit too wet to start is that to me it's easier to add in water and just add in more flour. And you know that the dough is done when it all sticks together in one big ball and all sticks to the dough. So now I'm scraping down to the bottom to get the flour, the loose flour that's at the bottom. Let's see. Okay, that's pretty dry. So
Put some water.
yeah, I'm going to get a little bit of water, just a little bit, and pour it right in the middle there. Less is more when adding the water. It's easy to go too far. And too wet dough is really sticky, it's a real mess. In general, better to be a little bit too dry than to be too wet. Okay? That's looking good. I always like to have a sponge nice and wet and ready, because when I'm done working with the dough, my hands are going to be covered with olive oil, and then you got to touch anything, it's a big mess. I've found that I probably get the best pizzas if I let the dough rest for a day. So the dough I'm making today, I'll use to make pizzas probably tomorrow. Right.
Yum, yum.
Yeah, so here it all is, right? And I'm going to spread around in my container and also oil up my hands. If you look carefully, you can see there's still a few bits of flour here and there. So it's definitely worth it. The dough hook is great, but there's nothing like working it by hand a little bit too. So the technique that I use, so I have to make it into a nice smooth ball, right, is to work it like this and to stretch it like this. And stretch out like this. You see it properly?
Yeah.
All right, and that's slowly but surely making it into a ball with a fairly smooth surface. And I'll do this again when I divide it up. So as the dough absorbs the oil that's on my hands, it's starting to get a little stickier. So if I keep working this for too long, I'm going to have to either get more oil or get more flour. Something like that. But for now, what I mostly want is it for just to be a fairly smooth ball. Right?
Yeah.
So here it is in my container. I'm going to just roll it around a little bit. So it's got a little bit of olive oil on all the surfaces.
Yeah.
All right. Squash it down a little bit. And then I'll put the lid on and put it in the fridge for about a day. The ball of dough I just put into that container was about 1.2 kilos or 2.6 pounds. It probably took up less than 1/4 of that 3-liter container when I put it in there. Beware though, even in the fridge, where the yeast works slowly, this dough loves to expand like crazy and overflow the container. Here's a pie made with spicy chorizo to inspire you. You probably need a snack now, right? Well, after that, come back and see me for part 3, proofing the dough. And until then, pizza!